Hello, Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to Broncos Buzz on the MHRT network. This is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to you with emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, my comments, Spence's comments, your comments in the chat. We are Broncos Buzz. I'm your host, Bronco Bill, my co-host, KONA Spence. Hey, how you doing, KONA?
I am doing good. I'm sorry if I have a little video delay, audio delay. There's just been a bad storm coming through the area, so I'm kind of in slow motion here today.
Usually what happens when we do that, this is what happens. So just letting you know, I'm just kidding.
I might have to do a quick eject and reject.
It's all good. It's all good. I've been kicked off many times when Madungus decides to jump in and just go see ya. So
who's Madungus? Who?
Madungus?
Don't know that person.
Exactly.
Oh, was that the guy who tried to take my spot last week?
Well, yeah, you know, he jumps in every now and then. But speaking of last week,
yes,
you don't have to go into detail if you don't want to, and you probably don't want to. But it's up to you. But how was the anniversary, man? How was the dinner? Where'd you go? And
well, took my beautiful bride, my love of my life, to Ruth Chris. We had an amazing dinner. And it's when you have kids, as most of you know, you never do really get time to sit there and talk and get to really know each other and catch up, because every time you say two words to each other, the kids are going, "Mom, Dad," or pulling your shirt
on your kid. Yeah, exactly. But at least you were able to get away. No, who stayed with the kids? Just wondering.
A babysitter.
Nice.
Actually, I think the babysitter cost more than our meal did. I got to relook at that.
Wow. Ruth Chris ain't a cheap side, buddy. That's not a cheap restaurant. So if think about it. If people at Jack in the Box or McDonald's could get $20 an hour, I'm assuming babysitter. I remember I know we're going down, but this is what the show's about, guys. It's about human stuff to get going. It's a Friday. We're all having a good time. By the way, opening up the show, cheers to everyone. Thank you so much for being in the chat. That's not where the show's about. We just want to say thank you for being on the show or in the show in the chat. Anyways, so I just remember babysitters kind of, if you had somebody watch your child for like 4 hours, it was like $10. $15 back in the day.
What's happened to our economic environment? Kids now think they're worth 20 times more than they deserve.
I know. Oh my gosh. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being in the chat. Absolutely, really appreciate it each and every week. Feel free, guys, please hit the thumbs up button, the subscribe button, and if you're so inclined, we do have super chats and super stickers. You click on the looks like a little dollar bill or whatever on the right-hand side of the comment section. Feel free. You can put in any number you want. I just thought I'd throw that out there. We will recognize and we will appreciate and thank you so very, very much. All right, Big E Bronco is in the house in the chat. Bat Sweetoff says, how's everybody doing tonight? We're talking about Bigfoot sightings here. Are we talking Bigfoot as in players or Bigfoot as in like some hairy dude out there?
I think he may have found my size 14 shoes. So Big E, thank you so much. Bring him back. Send him back to me, because my son's maybe about 2 years away from getting taller than me and bigger than me. So he'll need, he's just turned 10 and he's 5'3".
Wow.
I know. I'm 6'1", but crazy. The day is coming where I'm going to go, you're grounded. Yeah, right, Dad.
I was just going to say, he's going to look down at you and go, yeah, look who I'm going to ground. David Yonkin in the chat says, am here for the laughs. Well, stick around. Too. We're probably going to have some laughs, hopefully. Robert Marino, the guy I call Bobby, the Vikings fan. I do have Vikings topic, by the way. Vikings fan. Bobby says, happy Friday to my favorite YouTube duo. Hey, thanks so very, very much there, Bobby. I really do appreciate it. David Yonkin says, Cooper Kupp has left the building. Don't know what that means, but we will get into, I don't know. We'll find out. Rudy, my brother-in-law from Vegas, says he's buzzed. I hope it's in a good manner. Speaking of Madungus.
Who?
Madungus says, nice to see Spence make room in the schedule for the show.
Just got to get that little knife jab there. Come on, Madungus.
I told you. What did I tell you when we were in the green room? I said if Madungus comes in, he's probably going to rib you a little bit for last week.
I'll keep going.
Didn't take long. Didn't take long at all. Let's see. I'm afraid to bring up Rudy, so I'm not going to do that right now. Madungus says, you know what they say about guys with big feet? I guess it was a good anniversary. Okay, moving on, because I can't equal that at this moment. I can't top it, but I think I'll just.
Before you go,
I think I'll just move on. Huh?
Before you go, I've got to say a big hello to a family friend of ours, Carol and Alan, who are watching the show tonight for the first time. So, Karen and Alan, thank you so much for watching the show.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Hats off. I put it right back on real quick, Madungus, so you don't need to say it's on. I got it back on. Okay, guys, here comes this week's leading off. I normally don't do this, but I want to get the ugly stuff out of the way, move into other topics.
My ex-girlfriend.
Anyways, here is this week's Jackass of the Week.
You suck, you jackass.
No, it's not KONA's ex-girlfriend.
Oh, whew.
But it is somebody's girlfriend, possibly. Chiefs wide receiver Xavier Worthy, and he ain't worthy of that. Oh, he's worthy of this because he did
We're not worthy.
was arrested last Friday, a week ago, on assault charge. No kidding. They all do this. I don't get it, but we'll get into that. Worthy was charged with assault of a family or house member and impeding the breathing or circulation, which is a third-degree felony. That is committed by intentionally knowing or recklessly impeding the normal breathing or circulation of the blood by applying pressure to the person's throat or neck or by blocking the person's nose or mouth. Why can't they just say strangulation? I mean, did a doctor write this? What the heck? Let me continue just to put it out there. Here we go. The NFL released a statement, of course, saying, and I quote, "We are aware of the matter and have been in contact with the Chiefs," end quote. Well, no kidding. They do that all the time. But the point of the matter is, I'm going to sneeze in a minute, which is crazy.
Well, you know what? Here's going to be the true test of the Chiefs organization right now. This act should have beyond zero tolerance. So let's see what the Chiefs do. If they really are an ethical organization who care more about the players that they have than the value of their physical attributes on field, Worthy will be cut this week. And this week is almost over.
But here's the problem that I have with that, Spence. The main thing I have with that is he was drafted, is 21 years old, and he's already in this kind of trouble. Is it because they get too much of this at too young of an age?
Oh, no. You have done it. I have done it. Rudy's done it. David's done it. Jack's done it. McDungus has done it. Everybody has done it. You get to this level of invincibility that you think you can do whatever you want and you're not going to get caught. You're not going to get in trouble. You're not going to have any issues. It is just happen. And you know what's going to happen? He's going to get burned. He has violated the terms of his contract and he's violated league rules. So them being released. Yeah. Hi.
David Yockett says, wow, you guys showed a Jackass and you two appeared. Yeah, David, no one has ever said that, but that is freaking classic, dude.
That
is so good.
You want to know something? You just gave my wife more ammunition for me. So
that is so good. Madungus says his girlfriend lied. She made it up because she was mad at him. Okay, that's all well and good. Okay, that's all well and good. But Mike, the thing is, this happens way too often. Way too often. And if this is made up, which, okay, I'll take your word for it. It's made up. It's not valid. But the bottom line is these guys have got to stay away from situations that can be explosive. And apparently this is not the first time. He may have done something and she gets mad and knows, hey, I know how to pull the trigger. If I make my wife mad, there's no way, I know for a fact she's not gonna ever tell anybody I strangled her or I did this or I did that, because that's not how a relationship is. A lot of these guys have relationships that are not solid ground. They're very iffy. They're very sketchy. They're very, do I dare go down that road? I'm going to. Very gang related side possibly, or connections or whatever. We don't know. I'm not saying he is. Don't take my words and twist them. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there are situations. I remember Von Miller saying when he was on the Broncos, and it was his first year on the Broncos, I believe, or his second. And it was a break of some, it was a bye week. And people, they were interviewing him. Hey, where are you going on your bye week? Hey, I'm going back home. I'm going to go see my friends. I'm going to go hang out with my family, whatever, right? They asked Von Miller if he's going back to Houston. He goes, I can't. I don't let anybody know that I'm going back to see my mom, because if I do, they're going to want to drag me back into that side of life that I left, and I'll never go back. And Von Miller is an example of what you can do when you come out of that situation. I'm not going to say what it is, whatever it is. You come out of that in the NFL and you get more responsible. A lot of these guys get the big bucks and they're not responsible, and they go right back to where they came from, and that destroys them. I'm not saying that about Worthy. I'm just saying it happens.
But here's the other thing, and as Madungus has said here, and I researched, Worthy has been cleared.
Right.
Nothing is worse than a woman scorned. Now, did Worthy do something to scorn her? Did she not like the situation they were in? Is she not getting enough attention because he's focused on the football, which he's doing responsibly? Who knows? We may never really know. Bottom line is this. If this was a made-up story, I really would love to see charges brought on this lady, because you put the police through this situation, and you ruined the reputation. Now, I overreacted because I saw this. You had you told me Jackass of the Week. I avoided doing any research on it because I wanted to know.
But that's fine.
What your opinion was of it. But
my point is this: whether he did it or not, whether she made it up or not, you nailed it right directly on the head. His reputation is now tarnished, and she did that on purpose to ruin his credibility. That is totally wrong. So let me change the Jackass Week. That's on her.
No, and there was a punter for the Buffalo Bills who was accused of doing wrongdoing, had a clean record. Came to find out it was a totally made up story and everything, but his reputation, his rookie contract got canceled. So he lost all that value. He basically went from being one of the best kickers coming out of the draft to being down a little bit.
Right.
So
here's a problem that I have, and then we'll move on to the next topic. And then you can finalize your thoughts on this. Here's a problem I have. If a person makes up a story and accuses somebody else and their reputation is shot forever, the person that made it up should be held accountable. That to me would be, I don't know what you would call it. Would that be
defamation of character?
There you go. Defamation of character. Now, is that punishable by a crime? I don't know.
You want to know something? It's not punishable by a crime. Worthy could take her to court and civil and everything, but all you're doing is monetary, and it doesn't happen. Right. The best thing he can do, just say, you know what? We had a great run. Goodbye. Get out of my life. I need to focus on what's going to put me and my family in a better situation moving forward.
Yeah.
So you root for the kid.
Right.
I'm hoping, even though he's been cleared and there's no tangible evidence that he did anything wrong, I'm just hoping he comes out of this in a better position and knows and takes responsibility to get him away from the situation with her, because obviously something's happened. There's going to be stories that we're going to hear later on. I hope he just moves on, cleans up his image, and focuses on football.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a rookie. I mean, my gosh, he got his whole career in front of him, and it starts off on this note. No, she's. I take it back, guys. It is not Worthy who is Jackass of the Week. It is the girl who's trying to undermine his character. Now we got that squared away. All right, let's get out of the Jackass of the Week, and we'll be right back.
You suck, you jackass.
And now it's back to us, which apparently by David Youngkin, we are the Jackass. But it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, it's all good.
We'll get the Jackass T-shirt then.
Yeah, that's what we should get, man. That's what we should get. Let's see. Jack Kenna says, Bill and Spence, and cheers, fellas. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's see. Jack Kenna says the Broncos are the best free agency out of the entire AFC West. What do you think?
Defensively, yes.
We'll get to those.
I think so far they've been aggressive. There's one player out there I'm hoping they still try to get. But we'll talk about that.
Well, we will talk about it. You got that right. Let's see. I think Rudy's had a little bit too much beers. Said she should be penalized. She should be penalized.
You want to? Let's get to Rudy's level for a sec here. You know. She should be
penalized. Oh my gosh, man. Okay, Rob, Bobby, my nephew says maybe he wasn't worthy for her. Way to go, Bobby. Good play on words, man. Good play on words. Okay, Jack, hang on a second. What's this? Jack Hansen says, I need to ask Alex of the Wild Wild West show. He's an attorney. Well, there you go. That'll be good.
It basically with the civil suit situation, if she makes a claim,
but his whole career could be ruined. On a claim? Come on.
Welcome to our society. Welcome. There are famous people. We can count endlessly. Famous people who've had false charges sent against them, reputations ruined by people who were just looking for notoriety. And unfortunately, when you're in the spotlight, you're a bigger target for these scam artists. Yeah. And it's unfortunate.
Yep. My nephew, Bobby says, even if he wins a defamation case, his image will forever be tarnished. No doubt about it. Unfortunately, no doubt about it.
You want a current situation? Look at the Blake Lively situation. Who cares what happened to her, what happened to the director, these two movie stars, everything that they've done? Both of their careers are going to be in the toilet for a while right now while they're battling it out. Right or wrong, who did what, whatever, both of their careers are tarnished.
Yeah. Wow. My nephew, Bobby brought up a great topic. I mean, it could happen on, hopefully the cop didn't make up the story about being punched by the Broncos coach. No, there's video on that.
There's video.
But he does bring up a good point. People do make up things, and not that all cops would, some maybe, but now you got the body cams, you got cameras everywhere. Yeah. So who knows, who knows? All right. Speaking of my nephew, Bobby, here comes a Vikings story.
Ooh.
Newly released Vikings starting quarterback Sam Darnold has a new home. Did he move? Well, yeah, theoretically he did. Darnold signed a 3-year deal with the Seattle Seahawks. Darnold's deal is worth $40 million per year, for 110.5 total with 55 million guaranteed. Is he worth that? What's that?
Burning money.
Oh yeah.
He's not, you want to know something? He's worth one less zero. 4 million a year, not 40 million a year.
Can you believe
Seattle,
that?
you just overpaid, and I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Wait a minute. Didn't the Broncos do that with a guy from Seattle too?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Russell
yeah. Yeah. By the way, isn't that player now still unemployed and a future?
I don't know. There were rumors that he was going. There were rumors he's going to the Giants or the Jets or somebody. Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't gone anywhere yet.
Well,
you know. Oh, see, he ought to know. He ought to know.
Yeah, Robert Darnold. What was a fluke? He was in the right place at the right time in the right situation.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch those last two games, he got exposed big time.
Oh, I guarantee you, he watched them. I guarantee he watched them.
He watched them. Got exposed big time. Seattle, good luck.
Yep.
And enjoy finishing in the basement behind Arizona, the Rams, and who am I always forgetting as the other team?
Arizona, Rams, 49ers.
49ers. There.
Yep. All right.
Seattle.
Are you ready? We're doing a new sound.
Uh-oh.
But here it comes. Are you ready for this week's buzzsaw to you? Here we go.
Bring it.
All right. Are you ready?
I think you just woke the neighbors up.
Good. Are you ready? Are you ready for your buzzsaw question?
Let me get my
comment or statement.
All right, bring it on.
With Sam Darnold going to the Seahawks, Cooper Kupp just signed with Seattle. What are your thoughts on that?
The Rams, you want to know something? When I heard the story that the Rams were looking to get rid of him, trade him, and everything like that, I thought, why? Wait a minute. This guy is a cultural hero. He's everything. I think he's got some very serious injuries, or he's more injury prone than is what being led on right now. Him going to Seattle, good luck. Enjoy your money.
But is Sam Darnold really the quarterback that who's the one on the Rams?
Stratford.
Yeah, is he better than Stafford?
No.
I think why would he go there? Seattle? Come on. Seattle's not going to beat out the Rams. Well, they'll beat out the 49ers now because the 49ers are a minor league team now. They got rid of everybody. Oh, because of the money? You think Seattle's the only one that would pony up money for him?
No, whoever ponied up the biggest amount of money. Seattle, if I remember right, had one of the biggest free agency availabilities. They were so far under the salary cap that they could go out and spend money. Right. Darnold doesn't make sense. Cooper Kupp, if he's healthy, that is the biggest thing. I'm sorry, everybody, my video is delayed here. We're having internet troubles.
Well, yeah, you're up in God's country in the snow and the mountains and overlooking the whole valley. And hey, man, you're up there in the clouds, dude.
Hey, I'm looking out the window. Oh, the sun just pierced out. So, you know what? Seattle's going to give him probably the only opportunity. Oh, Robert beat me to the punch.
He just nailed it.
Yeah, because Cooper Kupp
I was going to say Seattle gave him the best opportunity. They have no wide receivers. Metcalf and Lockett were gone.
Yeah, you beat me to the punch, Robert. Good.
He's quick, dude. He's quick.
Cooper Kupp was probably the best team number one receiver who's out there right now. When I say team, what I mean is that it's not going to be all about him. He's going to want to work with all the receivers to succeed together, not like a few other wide receivers who are out there who think they're number one receivers.
Okay, Jack Kenneth says he thinks Aaron Rodgers, I got that one too coming up. He thinks Aaron Rodgers is going to Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson will be stuck going to the Giants. Have fun, Russell Wilson. Okay. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, got to get out of there real quick. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, I got this real quick. I didn't have time to put on my notes. It's happening too quick. Apparently, Aaron Rodgers has decided on which team he'd like to go to. It's reported from the source, the New York Jets on SI, Sports Illustrated, has said that Aaron Rodgers has left it up to the Vikings to make the decision. If the Vikings want Rodgers, he's going to Minnesota. Know what?
Go ahead, finish.
No, I'm saying that's the report.
You want to know something? There's a few Minnesota Viking fans here. Don't get Rodgers. Please do not. Okay?
Why?
Do you want an arrogant SOB who cares about himself?
But JJ McCarthy, let's go back to that because Robert Marino did post his favorite team, Vikings. Said JJ McCarthy's era begins now. If that's the case, Robert, and you, Spence, to comment, if that's the case, why would Aaron Rodgers be a good fit in Minnesota if he is not the backup and mentoring JJ McCarthy? Or do you think he would even mentor him?
No. Aaron Rodgers will never mentor anybody.
He didn't mentor Love?
No, not at all.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, I heard that I remember this. There was numerous reports of friction between the two because Aaron Rodgers knew that Love was a better player than him. Aaron Rodgers cares about Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't care about
he likes the hookah pipe.
Yeah. He cares about himself and what he can get. So if he goes the Brett Favre route, exactly what Brett Favre did, I mean, copycat, do your own thing. But to any NFL team right now,
your own thing.
You take Aaron Rodgers, enjoy your early off season because you're not making the playoffs.
I'm wondering because they said that it's up to Minnesota to make the decision. My thought's this: JJ McCarthy wasn't going to be happy with Sam Darnold signing and re-signing with Minnesota because he said, then trade me. I mentioned that last week. He said, then trade me because you drafted me at number 11, or 10 or whatever it was. I should be the starting quarterback, right? So he said he was upset. If they bring in Aaron Rodgers, do you think maybe he's having a conversation with Minnesota now saying, hey, you bring in Aaron Rodgers and I'm not the starting quarterback, I want to trade. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, he could be another John Elway. John Elway did that in '83.
Now, I will say this. For Aaron Rodgers, I might be putting my foot in my mouth, but I think going to Pittsburgh might be a good situation for him because the coach, the town, the players, that culture will not put up with his attitude. And as
he won't last long in Pittsburgh then.
But that would be his last chance with a winning team, with a playoff team, with a potential Super Bowl team. That's going to be his last chance to do something. And if he doesn't shape up, get his act together, become the professional, become the leader that he was in Green Bay, then there's no team out there for him. And Russell Wilson going to the Giants. I mean, I honestly want to see that because he will get the shish kebab beaten out of him on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
And you think those Giant players are rejecting that organization now? Wait until Russell Wilson comes. They are a mess. Bring Russell Wilson in. You go from a mess to a mud pot.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I get it. Speaking of quarterbacks, this is interesting on a very particular level that I want to touch on. The Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen have agreed on a 6-year, $330 million extension this past Sunday. The deal includes $250 million guaranteed which is the largest guarantee ever given to an NFL player. Only Kansas City's Mahomes has a deal worth more than his $450 million contract. Here's my problem, or here's my question, but first my comment. $250 million guaranteed? $330 million contract over 6 years? Josh Allen hasn't won a Super Bowl. He hasn't even been to a Super Bowl. How in heaven's name can he have Patrick Mahomes type of money? Makes zero sense to me. 0 cents.
You want to know something? But he's gotten them to the playoffs. He's gotten the team
That's
together.
not the pinnacle.
He hasn't reached it yet, but you see the potential. Josh Allen is one of those that you have to probably overpay a little bit to maintain stability. Is he worth every last penny? No. Is he worth close to it? I would say yes. Because in this situation, I mean, look at what sports agents do. They go, well, so-and-so makes this much money and I'm better than him, so you got to pay me more.
Okay, that's like me at the golf course, okay? I'm a starter at the golf course. For those of you who are not into golf, basically what a starter does is take the receipt from the player, assign him a cart, have him sign for the cart, and then you send him out when it's their time, okay? It's not rocket science. It's not hard. You do have to put up with people's personalities and things like that, but hey, it is what it is. Anyways, I mean, do I have a right to go up to the owner or the general manager of the golf course and say, hey, you know, this guy over here is in the cart barn and he does less than I do. Or this guy's over here in the pro shop and all he does is take the guy's money, put it away, and I should get more. I'm doing more things, whatever. See, it doesn't work that way in the real world, only in the sports world. Only in the
Supply and demand.
Yeah.
Find me, you want to know something? Here you go. Find a quarterback who's better than Josh Allen right now, who you don't have to pay for it as much, who's going to put the team on his shoulder, who's going to help the culture, help the community, help the town, help the organization, and Buffalo will bring him. There was no other option. You have to overpay in that situation.
I guess I saw that topic and I'm like, what?
You know,
holy smokes. He's only second to Mahomes?
Yeah, but didn't someone else get a $250 million guaranteed contract that we know of?
Russell Wilson. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you all wound up, rattled up, but yeah.
Now, our old family friend who used to live down the street from him just said he loves Colorado, he loves Denver, but the only time he's ever wanted to leave was when Russell Wilson moved to town.
Wow. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes right there.
Yeah.
All right. We are moving along because we do have, as they say in the TV business, we have contractual what's they say? They got something right, the situation where you got to cut off early. Anyways, normally we go to 6:30 Pacific time. KONA has to cut out about 5 minutes early. So we're not flying through these topics, but we're moving along nonetheless. If we have time left over. Oh, that's I saw Walmart calling.
Walmart's calling. I just got the confirmation that 2 24-packs have been charged to your credit card. So they're calling to confirm it.
Well, my wife she's like, yeah, put it on tab, whatever.
Yeah, there we go.
It's all good. All right. Moving to the next topic. We're doing great, man. I think we're doing great time.
Yeah.
We still got about
having fun. Keep saying hi to people in that. Hey, we got a new fan here who's saying hi to Spencer.
Where's that?
Imagine Pixel. Is that you, Britton?
I can't see anything on my list here.
Here.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Now it went. Let's see. Let's see. Man, I list a lot of them because my comment things froze. Robert Marino said, "Discount double check." That's good, man. That's good stuff. Discount double check. He did have some good commercials. Let's see. Let me go on down. What did you say? This one here. Hi, Spencer.
I believe that might be my cousin Britain in Florida.
Oh, nice.
Yep, who's got 1 month of freedom left before he puts one of these on his finger.
Oh, well, this can be freedom too, if you know what I'm saying, huh? Well, I mean, we won't go down that road again. But yeah, you're right. No, it's not freedom.
We're married to Latinas.
Well, that's
okay.
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm not gonna say it during the show because I'll say it in the green room. But I get some. Oh yeah. Let's see. Do you agree with this? Bobby says Allen has a horrible head coach. Josh Allen, that is.
I can't go there. I can't go there. Robert, I don't think he's horrible. I think he had a horrible offensive coordinator that they made that change. You have to go through. I don't think it's coaching. I don't think it's players. They just had to go through. Had to go through the Chiefs, and the Chiefs in Arrowhead have had their number.
Now, the reason why I brought this really quick, up, Jack Canna, who's a diehard Raiders fan, he is on the Wild Wild West show representing the Raiders as a fan, says contractual issues just like the Heidi game. Now, for those of you who are way younger than us, there was a Raiders game. I don't remember who they're playing, but the movie Heidi was coming on TV. The Raiders game, the Raiders were losing their butt. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Jack, because I know you will, which is totally fine. I believe the Raiders were losing by double digits or something. There was like less than what?
Less than 2 minutes to go. The Raiders were down by 7.
Yeah, you go ahead and say it, Kona. Go ahead.
Raiders were down by 7. All of a sudden, they switched off the football game to go to the Heidi. Raiders came down and scored. Raiders kicked off. Jets fumbled. Raiders took it. A few plays later, went in the end zone, scored a touchdown. They won by 7. Or did they get one?
Yeah, and everybody was pissed off because they missed the ending of it. And of course, you got guys on the guy understand. Was this in the 70s or 80s?
I think this was 72.
Okay. Well, regardless when it was, 70s or 80s, but more predominantly if it was in the 70s, they didn't have all the replays that we got now. You can't go on your phone. We didn't have cell phones then. We didn't have computers then. They were way back in. Well, we had computers in 1990. I had my first computer. Are you ready for this? What was the name of that store?
Radio Shack.
Yeah, Radio Shack. I got a Tandy
TRS 80.
I had a Tandy RL Tandy RL 1000, and it had the top of the line data, top of the line hard drive, which was really like a disc, and it was 128K. And they said, "Oh, that's a top line. You'll never need more than that." Shoot, I have 5 terabyte external hard drives around here. It's crazy, man. Isn't that nuts?
You know what? At least we had something. So
yeah. There you go. Well, there you go. Thanks, Jack. Yep, in the 70s. Well said, gentlemen. There you go. I did not know that they played the Jets, though. Ironically, speaking of the Jets.
Yeah. Oh, the Jets. Oh. Hey, by the way, I give a quick shout out to Pops, who's watching right now. Hey, Dad, hope you're doing well up there in Colorado.
Absolutely. I hope you're doing great. I would love to be in Colorado. Oh my gosh. I would love to be
too. There. He was showing me videos of the snow that they were getting in his town. And I was like, oh, I'm so jealous. I want snow. Of course, my kids want snow too, so they can make some snowballs and throw them at me.
And stay out of school. I mean, what the heck? What else do kids want? Snow days, so I have to go to school. Clayton Huron says, hey, guys. I said, hey, what's up, Clayton? He says, smash that like button and share, guys. Absolutely. Please do that so much. Then Clayton says, great weekend for my family. The Dells swimming. The Dells. Okay. Swimming tomorrow. My son's basketball, football game for playoffs. Then me and the wifey's going bowling with the adults to celebrate my birthday, March 24th. Then back to swimming. Wow. What a fantastic weekend. Happy birthday, by the way. Now, this is what we have to do. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Amen.
We only do salute birthdays during the show now. So if you got a birthday, not everybody chime in and say I got a birthday right now because we know it's not true.
Sounds like what we had last Saturday. My son had a basketball playoff game, another basketball playoff game. My daughter had a basketball game. I had to take my son to a baseball game. Then I had to take care of my wonderful wife.
All right, I'm exhausted already, dude. You got the show the rest of the way. I'm just tired.
Hey, how do you think I'm able to stay in good shape? My kids have me running this way, that way, that way, that way, this way, that way.
Shoot, man, that's crazy. It says, as always, Bill, you always crush it on Friday night. Thanks. A+ for free agency. Wow, nailed it. No fly zones back. Government to stay healthy though. Going. Hopefully, it says something about staying healthy. Going to stay healthy or something. That's awesome. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Spence gets the credit as well. He keeps me level-headed, so to speak. Tries to, don't you? You try to.
Yeah, with the little bit of hair that I've got left here, we got to keep that level head there.
Robert Marie, my Bobby Boy says, I feel like I'm watching TV Land, talking about all the old things and that with you. Hey, while we're on the topic, how about who was your favorite duo, play-by-play and commentator in the NFL? Oh, because I watched this the other night. I watched an old Broncos game, and these two announcers were my favorite all time.
It's got to be Pat Summerall and
John Madden.
John Madden. It has to be because Pat Summerall was so calm and tranquil and unemotional. And then you had John Madden who was boom, bomb, doing this.
Wait a minute. Isn't that kind of like this show? You're nice and calm. And I'm like,
I am supposed to be the calm one and
no, you're not. No, you be you. You be you. How about that? You just be you. There it is. Jack Kenneth, he agrees. John Madden and Pat Summerall. I know.
I mean, this is the only other. That was the duo. We, of course, had the Monday Night Football trio of Frank Gifford, Don Meredith, and
Frank Gifford, Don Meredith, Dandy Don, and Howard Cosell.
Howard Cosell.
Yeah,
you had to take over every conversation.
Now, is he talking about our show?
Yeah.
The number one, comes from David Yonkin. I want everybody to hear this. The number one show for the Broncos. Enjoy your weekend, guys, later. David, I don't know. I mean, we can wrap up the show right now.
Can I use that and tell my wife that? I mean,
sure.
I got to earn as many brownie points as I can.
Take a picture of it on the screen, dude, and show her. See, these guys say we're the number. I love it. Thank you so much, David. Enjoy your weekend. You're probably gone by now, but if you do watch the show later, enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much for the heartfelt comment, man. I don't know what to say. I really don't. That's just. I'm speechless. I am. I'm absolutely speechless. Really do appreciate it. Absolutely. Robert Marino, Bobby said Dennis Miller and Al Michaels.
Even Brando thinks we're the number one.
Guys, that is not his wife. I'm just saying. That's not.
No,
that's it. That's
my
there
wife.
She is. Hi, Anna.
Hi.
Hey, I heard you had a fantastic dinner.
We did. It was great.
That was awesome. Although he does think the babysitter might have cost more than the dinner, but hey.
It did.
It did.
I'm kicking myself.
All right. Thank you so much. That's funny.
Okay,
Dude, you didn't tell me she was in the room. I wouldn't have said it.
No, she's. Come on. Hey, she's a woman. She's listening to every word.
Do you know what blows me away about women? Seriously, about moms, especially. And you have a wife that's a mom. Am I wrong? My wife was the same way. Am I wrong? Dude, we can be talking in the same room with them and they don't hear us. All of a sudden they go, whoa, I got to go. Where are you going? Baby just cried. Huh? How can you hear that a block away or upstairs? Not a block away, but how can you hear that crying on the outside of the house? They got
I could be on top of the mountain walking our 6 mile walk around this, and she'll be texting me. It's like, I heard that. I'm like, you're half a mile away from me. It's weird. They don't hear everything, but they hear the essential things. Oh, thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Jack. Says, hi, Anna. Happy anniversary. There you go. You got it. Hey, I'll tell you what, you're on the show. Your wife's just as big a celebrity on the show. I mean,
she's
why
bigger.
not?
No, she's a bigger celebrity than me.
Well,
come on. We have to say that. She's bigger.
I didn't want to go down that road. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but hey, anytime does she know football?
No.
Okay.
Oh no, she comes around the house, and anytime I've got sports on, she goes, oh no, here we go again, sports, diddly, sports, diddly, sports, diddly. It's just like, okay,
carry on a little bit. I gotta text my wife real quick. I just got my brand new chair.
Oh, nice. Oh, Robert Moreno with the Dennis Miller and Al Michaels. I will tell you this, Robert Moreno. I loved Dennis Miller as a commentator. I really enjoyed his brand of commentating. He tried to bring a novelty human element to not knowing football and an entertainment, laughable effort to it. I loved it, but it's too bad Dennis Miller got so much grief for being a broadcaster on there.
Victory Lap says, yo, fellas. I say, yo, what's up, Victory Lap? Thank you so much for being in the chat. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like Al Michaels. I really do. Do you believe in miracles? Yes.
Yes.
That's one. You really know who the person is when you hear their signature call, right? I mean, you hear Vince Scully, she is gone. What do you say? What do you say? In a year that was so improbable, the impossible has happened. I mean, that's Vince Scully.
I gotta be honest.
What's that?
Was at that game.
You were at the game?
And I was 5 rows from that ball.
Oh, no way. Would you have kept it, or would you have sold it or given it back?
Oh, I would have kept it.
Oh, really?
No, you want to know something? And this is God's honest truth. I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden a ball comes rolling down. We're jumping up and down. A ball comes rolling down toward me, and I pick it up. And I'm like, I look at my buddy John, and I'm just like, did we just get the ball? And he goes, no. I was like, we looked at it. Someone must have dropped a ball they had gotten from batting practice. But
how do you know which ball it is? Was there a special marking on it or something? There couldn't have been. They didn't know he was going to hit a home run.
Who knows?
It wasn't like the home run derby. It's not like the home run derby where, they have that gold ball when he's going for extra, whatever. You know what I mean? We talk about all kinds of sports. We got baseball going. This is cool.
This is the buzz. We go on tangents. We go this way.
This is the buzz. Whatever the buzz is out there, we're going to it. And you guys in the chat can set up questions to us and buzz comments and whatnot. Speaking of questions, how about this one? But Douglas chimes in and says, question for the group. This is weird, but I'm going to say it anyways. Would you send your mother to prison for a year for $50 million?
I better say no very quick, fast, and in a hurry, because my mom's listening. So the answer is no. Not even for not even for 5 trillion or our whatever deficit we have. No, never. Zero. Now.
No, I wouldn't. My mom, I love and adore my mom. There is no way in the world I'd ever send her to prison. Ever. I don't care what the amount of money. You could be unlimited amount of money for it. That's not happening. Other people, just saying. I'm not going to name names because
I can't.
I'm not going to name it. Just not going to name names. Anyways, I want to ask Mudungus that question. Would you, Mudungus? Just wondering. We're just going to turn the tables and put it back on you.
I love some other people here in the chat. Is it tax free?
Robert. Oh,
No,
Bobby,
I know.
Bobby, you are quick, dude. You are so freaking quick. Man.
Ever the economist, Robert.
Oh,
I
my
know you're
gosh,
thinking
man.
of the fiscal responsibility of it.
Chris
Oh, my
Berman's
God.
another good one. Chris Berman's another good. I like him. He was
been
good.
a while. And actually, I still remember Chris Berman way back when they had the 1983 draft, and everybody was questioning Dan Marino going to Miami, and these guys on ESPN. Oh, who's he going to? And Chris Berman comes out and says he's going to the best coach. So that's why I think made his popularity. But Chris Berman always going to be a top of the food chain when it comes to broadcasters. Now, the Dungus, you got to show it. You got to show it.
I will. Which one? The Dungus, where? At the
last
bottom?
one, the bottom one.
Okay. I would immediately ask, is it $50 million per year or only for 1 year? If it's per, I think she can last 5 years in prison, but either way, I'm getting 50. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh.
Usually we like going on tangents, but this is a tangent that's going to go way over to an area that I don't know we can go to.
No, we're not going there. But okay. Christy Pacheco, my co-worker from the golf course. Big shout out to you. Thanks again, buddy, he bought me a beer today. I didn't pick it up. I'll pick it up tomorrow. He bought me one today, which I thought was pretty cool. Thank Christy. I told you I'd give you a shout out. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. In regards to your comment, he said John Madden because he talked that turducken. Now that was pretty cool. That the turkey, the duck, and the chicken. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's pretty cool. He follows that up by saying, talking about his mom depends on her age. Like, wow.
No, My mom.
My gosh.
My mom is and still no. Not even considering.
Robson, my mom would make me put her in jail for $50 million. Wow. That's crazy. All right, moving on.
Yes. Good segue there.
Yeah,
good segue.
Here we go. The San Francisco 49ers are a total mess, and it seems they are in a rebuild mode. No kidding. Several other players have left via free agency. One very important player left, maybe on the trading block soon. This is crazy. Rumors are now circulating out of the Bay Area where Christian McCaffrey could be on the trading block. Who wants to trade for a gifted but injured-prone running back? The 49ers are willing to find out. Is Christian McCaffrey, are they really going to say goodbye to him? He's their franchise. He's been their franchise since they got there. In fact, his dad, Ed McCaffrey, is very instrumental in the San Francisco team, obviously, because of his son. My question to you is, do the Broncos make a trade for Cafferty? Can you imagine Christian McCaffrey in running back on the Broncos after his dad was a Super Bowl champion in Denver as a wide receiver and Ed McCaffrey? Is that a possibility?
I think what you do is you start with offering a fourth, see how far that gets you. Maybe you go to a third. A second might be pushing it. But I would say this, if you could get Christian McCaffrey for a third, yes, injury prone, but think of all the possibilities he brings to an offense like this with a rich history. You got to bring him in. The 49ers stole him from Carolina for a second-round draft pick. Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can steal him for a fourth. Maybe a third.
Now, I'll take that. I'll mortgage a farm on that, Bobby. I will mortgage a farm on that. He says, package Christian McCaffrey and Kyle Shanahan in a deal to Denver. Well, Kyle Shanahan, you're not going to replace Sean Payton right now.
No.
But I like the way he thinks.
I like the thought process. If
if
Kyle's had enough of the dealings there in San Francisco and wants to rebuild his image as an offensive coordinator, come back to Denver.
And then you can be a head coach after Peyton leaves. Now,
Yeah.
does this look bad on John Lynch as general manager?
Very bad.
Ooh,
I was going to get to that. Very
Okay.
bad. I mean, John Lynch was the toast of the town. He had made all the deals. He had made everything. He had put the team together. What has happened? I mean, they were in the NFC Championship game. And ever since their quarterback got injured, it's like the entire team has just gone.
Real quick. Christie Cooper Kupp signed a deal with the Seattle Seahawks to play with the Seattle Seahawks and quarterback Sam Darnold. So he is off the board officially. But okay, so is this all on John Lynch? I mean, is he the one that's absolutely tearing down the team? Because their window, he did admit their window of Super Bowl was shrinking. I agree. Their window was shrinking, but it wasn't imploding. It was shrinking. Every team has shrinkage. Well, don't go there, Mike.
Whoa. Okay, hang on. I'm off this segment.
That's not. I guess I'm going solo again until I see him pop back in. I'm going to remove him and go solo. Well, I mean, every team does have their window of opportunity shrunk down. They all do. I mean, the window of going to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, all that kind of thing. We talked about the Buffalo Bills. We talked about the contract Josh Allen got earlier in the show. And so you've got the 49ers who were there several years. Then you had the Eagles who have been there and they won. You have the Chiefs who were there that didn't win this last. He's back. That didn't win this last Super Bowl. But I look at Madungas had to laugh on that one. See that?
Yeah. I mean, dude, come on.
Wow. Stuff. Do you agree with that? Robert Marino, Bobby says 49ers haven't been the same since they moved to Santa Clara.
You were about to say Santa Clarita.
Yeah, I was about to say Santa Clara.
Yeah, come on. We'll take the 49ers here in our backyard. I could build a nice little stadium over here in the mountainside, carve it out, Canyon Country, maybe way over there in Canyon Country. And no. You know what? There's got to be a joke somewhere between Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, and ownership for them to go from being in this high situation with so much potential to just losing it right now. And I don't know if it's injuries, if Emmanuel Sanders is asking for big bucks. Not sure.
Madungas he says, read my joke. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur?
You read it.
Gee whiz, Mike.
Haven't you learned yet that they
always bait me
in the neighborhood and we got you with all these little liners.
Well, they can pot. No, I'm not even going there. Madungas. Gee whiz. So now he's laughing his head off.
This is his buzz that he's getting on right now.
Yeah. He's loving every minute of this. Even my nephew has to laugh at it. Everybody laughing at it. It's all good. I know. I'm not
secretly, my dad up in Colorado is laughing. So, Dad, I know you're laughing right now. So, amen to that.
Uh-oh. I'm not down for a dark joke. No.
Turn out the lights. The party's over.
Yep, that's a dark one. All right.
Yep.
Moving to the next topic, we got like 25 minutes left before Spence has to cut out. If he has to cut out and I want to get to the last segment, I'll get to that. So anyway, here we go. Free agent and former Broncos quarterback. No, not Russell Wilson. The other Wilson, Zach Wilson, has signed a 1-year, $6 million fully guaranteed deal with the Miami Dolphins. Wilson's contract could bring him $10 million with incentives. Obviously, he's probably not going to be the starting quarterback.
No.
So he's just there for the money? because he's probably not going to play.
I think he's there for the opportunity. Who's the starting quarterback who gets injured all the time? Who's had concussion issues?
Tua,
yeah. I applaud the Dolphins for doing this, getting a sensible backup who can come jump in, because oh my God, I'm flaking on his name right now. When he was out injured, the Miami Dolphins basically went into the tank.
That was Tua.
Tua, there we go. With the backup they had, they went into the tank. So Miami had to go address that concern. Zach Wilson, not spectacular, but at the same time, he's a competent backup who can definitely take the reins moving forward. Don't play his games. Don't play Madungus's games, Bill. Don't.
Mike, I can't bring that up. We got kids that watch this show.
Aiden's not watching. We're okay.
Want me to bring it up?
That's up to you. I'm not addressing anything.
All right, real quick. I'm going to flash up there. You guys got to read it within 3 seconds, okay? Read it within 3 seconds. Here we go.
Mom,
ready?
Cover your eyes.
Here we go.
Cover your eyes, Mom.
1, 2, 3. Here's the answer. 1. Oh, no, that's not the answer. This is the answer. 1. Did I play that one first? I didn't think. Okay, let me go back to it. 1, 2, 3. Here's the answer. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're done. All right.
All right. The Dungus show is over. Now moving on to the next topic.
But Douglas goes, I saw you read it, Bill. Oh, my gosh.
Christy.
Aren't we all there for the money? That's true.
Yeah. No, it's true. Money. But I think, for Zach Wilson, this is his opportunity to get back into the limelight. I mean, Tua is definitely injury prone.
You are the network owner. Says, I'm going to be in trouble from the network owner. You are the network owner, Madungus.
But aren't we always in trouble with the network owner? So just welcome to the club, Madungus. We're always in trouble.
Yep.
Anyways, Christy, this is Zach Wilson's chance to he's not going to find a starting job, but this is going to be his opportunity to prove himself, because Tua's going to get injured. Something's going to happen, and Zach Wilson's going to come in. If there is an opportunity for a backup to get a substantial playing time, the Miami Dolphins right now is the opportunity. And Miami's got a team that can take the playoff step, potentially.
Right. I'm going through these because I'm looking at the time too.
So, Christy, you are kind of right. It is a stepping stone to making the money again. So you take what you can now, get that opportunity. Maybe you get a bigger contract, more money. It could happen.
Speaking of former Broncos.
Oh, yes.
The Dallas Cowboys have signed former Broncos running back Javonte Williams on a 1-year deal per Adam Schefter. I don't know what the contract was, but is Javonte Williams really going to help out the Cowboys? He didn't really do well in Denver, and he hasn't done well after his injuries. Now, albeit he tried to come back, but Terrell Davis, and I know that medicine and all of that back then in the 90s is not what it is today. Today is much, much better. That being said, Javonte Williams had 3 ligament injuries. He had an ACL, MCL, and LCL. Terrell Davis only had the ACL, and he never was the same. I don't think Javonte Williams is going to be that good in Dallas. He only signed a 1-year deal. I hate to say it. The kid had so many promises, moving in his second year before he got injured. I just don't think he'll ever be the same.
You know what? You root for the kid. I hope he goes down there. He did find an opportunity. It's an opportunity.
That's true.
So let's just hope that he performs well in the soap opera and mess called the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
I know we have a few Dallas fans, but
it's all right. Hey, if you're honest about your team, if you're honest about your team and yourself, you'll be honest about,
when you have a team that's being run by the president, general manager, owner, and decision maker and not separate minds who care about the business aspect, you're going to have the mess known as the Cowboys.
True.
And Robert, yeah, you want
Everybody says, who the hell wants to play for Jerry Jones? No kidding.
the people who are desperate to get back into the NFL, that they'll do anything they can.
True. And I think Javonte wants to prove that he can still play. I just don't think he'll ever be at that level again. Never.
No.
You just don't tear your body up like that, especially your knee. I mean, if you don't have your legs, what do you have? I mean, as a football player, seriously, it's like a receiver.
ACL,
if he doesn't have his hands, good is he?
You can come back from an ACL injury. You can come back from an MCL injury. LCL, no.
Yeah.
That's the one ligament that offers the best stability for the knee. And once you've damaged it, I have a good friend who
3 tears on one play against the Raiders. I mean, the way he went down, his knee just went. I mean, these guys are not trying to hurt the other players. They're just trying to make the tackle. And sometimes you get spun around. Sometimes you get bent in weird ways. We see it all the time with quarterbacks being bent backwards or whatever. You know,
yeah, I had to show the Joe Theismann play to my son because he's like, I really want to play football. God. I showed him that. And he's like, no. But
do you know who hit him? Do you remember who hit him?
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor.
Yep, Lawrence Taylor. That's right. Giants. Oh, that was ugly. My dad and I were watching that game. That was a Monday Night Football game.
That was a Monday Night Football game. Yep. We all saw it live.
And the bone pops out of the skin on the. Oh, it's just gross. Just
yeah. Okay. All right. Hang on. The reason I say that is I'm on a thread with a bunch of orthopedic surgeons who I knew from my contracting days, and it's amazing. They love watching football, but they love being the first to diagnose an injury. Like when Aaron Rodgers blew out his Achilles tendon, everybody, all of us knew because we all saw that the thigh muscle snap. Everybody was like, quick. Achilles,
Jack, Achilles. You are not kidding. He says, OMG, Joe Theismann play made me cringe. No doubt. I could only watch it once. I did not, be honest with you, I didn't see it live. I saw him go down, and then Lawrence Taylor was like, come on. And Lawrence Taylor looked like he was going to cry, dude. I mean, he was literally devastated by what he did.
He cried.
He didn't do it on purpose. If you guys haven't seen that, go to YouTube, type in Joe Theismann injury if you got the stomach for it.
Don't.
I'm just saying. Some people.
But I would say this: if your kids ever think they want to play football, show them that.
Yep. All right.
And if they still want to play football after that, then good for them.
Absolutely. Speaking of former Broncos, with the release of Von Miller. Yes, he was released. This is a 2-part question or 2-part topic. With the release of Von Miller, the Bills didn't waste any time filling Miller's spot on the team. 5-time Pro Bowler defensive end Joey Bosa, yes, got him out of our division, has signed with the Bills on a 1-year, $12.6 million deal, according to Adam Schefter. 2-part question. First question. Do the Broncos sign Von Miller to 1 year or 1 day to have him retire as a Bronco? And 2, was that a good move by the Bills to get Joey Bosa for 12.6?
Okay, if I owned the Broncos right now, I'd be sending a private plane to where Von Miller lives, pick him up, bring him back here, and say, what do we want to come and play for? Because, and I've said this on the show before, he is going to be taking the next steps into being a coach. This is the opportunity right now to get that last hurrah, to teach these young kids how to be defensive linemen, to learn from Sean Payton how to be a coach, and to work with an organization and a city who has beloved him for as long as he's been there for day one. If Von Miller's just like, you know what, all I want to do is come there, sign a 1-day agreement, and retire, great. But if he still wants one last hurrah, you sign him.
Jack Kent says he's okay with 1 day to retire, Madungus says Miller isn't ready to retire, so no, don't bring him back to Denver until he is. Okay.
No, I disagree.
I just don't know where would Miller go.
He would be on the defensive line.
No, I know, but what team would he go to? Apparently, nobody's really made any move. I haven't heard any quote to tap into our show's name. I haven't heard any buzz about where he might go.
I will say this: if I'm the Broncos, you're going to pay him to bring the culture together, to bring coaching together, to bring education together, to bring learning together. That's what I would bring him into. And whatever he can get on the market.
Kind of like a consultant, kind of like what Peyton Manning was after he left.
Well, no. He would be on field playing his last season for the Broncos, but he would be teaching everybody. I think either defensive end, don't know if the knees and the legs can be a linebacker, but I would bring him in just to teach these guys how to be a professional, how to be a better player, and for him to take that next step.
Madunga says he still wants Nick Chubb on Denver. That's fine. I would like to have him too. I just don't see that happening as of right now. Madungus has a great point. If Miller comes to Denver, who he would play outside linebacker, which is where he plays now. Who is he replacing? Benito, Cooper, or Ellis? Or would he just come in on certain downs?
Or do you go to a 3-4 defense?
Okay.
For linebackers.
Yeah. There you go. There's a lot of variables you can do. Sean Payton does seem to work different schemes according to who's on the team. So I like that. I like that 3-4. I think that'd be good.
I just think that
there you go.
Miller,
says we are a 3-4 defense.
We are a 3-4 defense. I just think Miller would be just the chemistry that is needed to help this defense take that big step forward.
I agree. All right, you're getting short on time. I may have to just end it without you on. I don't know. Find out. Hang on. We're going to go through this one, and the next one are together, so to speak. So I'll get your comments on it after I finish both of them, which tie in. Denver has been active in the free agency this offseason, and they have agreed to sign safety Talanoa Hufanga, free agent from San Francisco, to a 3-year, $45 million deal. Hang on. On the heels of the Broncos signing Hufanga, Denver also signs linebacker, main topic of the show, Dre Greenlaw, also former 49ers. Greenlaw will join the Broncos on a 3-year, $35 million per Ian Rappaport. What do you think about those two signings?
Two very good signings. That's going to help solidify the defense. I especially like the linebacker signing because he can cover the backs coming out of the backfield. So that's one backs coming out of the backfield and the tight ends. Holy hell, Bill got the name
right. I have to clarify this. Madungus, the only way I got this name right, seriously, I watched the Tuesday night 5280 show, and not Cam, not Brandon. Glenn, Gage. Gage was talking about the name, and I kept saying, "Okay, Hufanga. Okay, I can't mess this up." So I kept saying it over and over. So that's how like a little kid. Say it 10 times, you'll remember it. Yeah, so that's basically what I did. That's why I got it right.
No, I think this is gonna.
Hey, you don't like me watching your show? I watch your show, you watch ours. So, hey,
you want to know something? This is what makes us have a good show. We're researching and participating in other network shows. And it helps your value, Madungus, that we're participating and helping other shows and getting involved.
Wow. Jack's a little bit Raider butt hurt here. Great pickups. Ugh, I hate it. 100%. Why the Broncos had the best free agency in the AFC West? Well,
on defense.
So far. But wait a minute. We're going to get into offense.
Oh.
Hang on. Is it this one?
Yeah.
No, it's not. But here it is. Denver Broncos defensive tackle DJ Jones is not leaving. According to Zach Stevens of DNVR, Jones and the Broncos have agreed on a new deal. Terms of the contract weren't revealed at the time of the show. He signed. He's back.
But
he goes, I'm back.
But here's one of the things that Bronco fans have complained about. Ownership is not spending money. They're not spending money. You know what they're doing? They're spending money wisely. They're not going after the big splash. They're going after guys who are going to fill a need. And these 3 signings so far fill a need that we have.
I heard
go ahead. Jack just said for DJ, 3 years, $39 million.
Okay. There you go.
If that's the word, Jack, then that's the word.
Okay.
But each of these 3 signings have filled a need. We had a need at safety. We had a need at linebacker. We definitely needed to keep our defensive line. So we're establishing our defense.
DJ Jones got 3. But Douglas said DJ Jones, 3 year, $39 million, $26 million guaranteed.
See, now here's the thing we got to start thinking about. And I want
they're spending money at Walmart. Well, that's what makes I need to put stock in Walmart, dude.
You need to go down to Bentonville, Arkansas, where their headquarters are. That's where I
think I know I mentioned this on the show many times. I don't know if you know or not, but my wife used to work for Walmart. She opened up a store. Opened up a store where they have to set up all the shelves and put everything. Yeah, she was all part of that long before I was dating her then. Yeah, I was dating her then when she was doing that. That was 30-something years ago. Wow. Time flies, man. Wow.
Medungus. That's actually
honestly, just start offering players a Walmart. No salary cap at all.
Well, hey, here's the problem. Location, Medungus.
Yep.
So are we going to offer them a Walmart in, somewhere up in Richmond, Utah, where it gets tons of snow and weather going over the I-70 pass?
Rollback prices.
Well, I'm hoping.
My wife used to come home and she'd go, God, they made us do that stupid squiggly, whatever it was. And she was like, I hate that frickin' thing, man. Oh my gosh. And I had this vision of Walmart or Walton Penner ownership group taking over the Broncos and having that dang little squiggly thing on their jersey as a sponsor. Cause I mean, after all, I don't know if you could do that or not, but anyway, we got 3 topics left. We got about 12 minutes before you got to cut out.
Hang on 1 second here. To my buddy Tony, who's listening to the show right now. He's like, dude, why are you talking about Richfield so bad? I'm driving past it right now, heading to Colorado. Enjoy the show. Love you guys.
Nice. But Douglas says, hell yes, man. Talking about where he's at. Cold weather clothing, shovels, salt, car batteries would be huge sellers.
Location.
Oh my gosh. This turned into a big time hour-and-a-half commercial, man. It's all good.
Well, that's the buzz. And we haven't even told everybody, go get your KONA beers. The only beer out there that doesn't use any kind of cornstarch.
Brought to you by KONA Spence.
And it has many different flavors, 4.2% alcohol. You'll love it.
Self-check. Can you say Walmart sponsorship? There you go.
I would love to.
Douglas says that. All right. Last 3 topics. We're going to fly. Well, if we don't fly through them, then I can do the last
one. We'll fly through them.
Okay. Denver Broncos have retained another of their own with re-signing of inside linebacker Justin Snard to a fully guaranteed 1 year, only $2.7 million per Mike Kliss 9 News. This is a good signing and keeping familiarity in the system. What do you think? Agreed or not? He filled in for Singleton and did a decent job. Decent job.
you're getting him at a good value.
What is it?
2.5
million. Come on, 2.7.
2.7. You want to know something?
I say that's nothing. I ain't got 2.7. What the heck?
I don't have $2.7, so.
Your wife does. She got the credit card. You know what? She was quick to, when she popped her head in, she was quick to say 100% that the babysitter costs more than a dinner. See how she was quick on that? Because women know.
They know. By the way,
my wife will say, I'm not asking what you're buying. I just want to know.
By the way, my wallet was sitting here when she came by, and it's mysteriously disappeared. So I guess I'm paying for dinner tonight.
There you go. There you go. Jack Hannon says the salt tears up vehicle. Oh, yeah. You get that salt underneath there, and it just starts corroding. And
oh, yeah.
Madunga says they don't use salt. They use sand on the roads, but salt on sidewalks and walkways. Okay. That makes sense. All right. Next to the last topic. Here we go. The Denver Broncos have found their joker. Here it is, guys. Tight end in signing free agent who? Evan Ingram to a 2-year deal per Adam Schefter. Denver has been seeking a tight end help in recent seasons, and now they have found their tight end. Now, Evan Ingram, what does he bring to the Broncos that helps out not only a Sean Payton offense, because he comes from Jacksonville, but he is the same type of tight end that Sean Payton's looking for. We didn't get Taysom Hill, but we got Evan Ingram. Is Ingram better than Taysom Hill? Yes or no?
You know what? He hasn't played in an advanced system like Sean Payton's. So, and he hasn't had, now from the Jacksonville games that I watched, I haven't seen him do any kind of plays other than going out for passes and blocking. So it's going to be interesting to see. Sean Payton has to know something. So
Sean Payton said if he's available, I'm targeting him. I'm going after him. And they did.
I defer to coach.
Okay. Yep. But Dungus says, you California biatches don't know what we're talking about. Meaning snow, ice, salt.
Yeah. I have to drive up to Lancaster here, going over 4,000-foot peaks, and there's snowy peaks every weekend. So I know what they're talking about here. Also, the Grapevine is nearby here, Madungus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We know what they're talking about. And I'm a Colorado boy, so.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I've lived in Temecula for 18 years. It snowed here once. It lasted an entire day. I know you guys out there listening going, that ain't snow. No, I got pictures. It was snow. It snowed New Year's Eve, 2014, December 31st, 2014, and it lasted all that day, all that night, and melted. It melted finally by, I would say, mid to early afternoon of New Year's Day. It was beautiful. I got pictures. I got video. It was crazy. It was crazy good. All right. We're going to end this show, guys, on a feel-good story. This is a really good feel-good story. I like this. I like this a lot. All right. Here it is. Tim Tebow, former Denver Bronco quarterback, who I love dearly. I think the guy was, I just love the guy. Tim Tebow and wife Demi Lee are expecting their first child, which is a girl. Tim is a former Broncos quarterback, and Demi Lee is a former Miss Universe. I don't think he did too bad. I don't think he did too bad.
He did good.
Yeah. Congratulations to the entire Tebow family. I couldn't be happier for the guy. I really couldn't. And I was reading that article. I just condensed it big time because they were talking about how they came about doing that. They did this thing where they had this chalkboard or something that when they wrote in a certain pen, when they pulled it down, it would reveal whatever color was behind that you couldn't see because of the thing. Kind of like, remember those little Etch-a-Sketch where you draw something, then you pull the thing down that clears it?
Yep.
Okay, it's kind of like that, except it dropped it down and cleared the color. So they did that, and they wrote on there, and they wrote, I'd like to have this girl, I'd like to have this one, and they pulled it down, and it was pink. So everybody's all happy and everything, but I'm happy for them. I really am. Tim Tebow, in my opinion, got a bum rap in the NFL because he wasn't the total stereotype quarterback. He was ahead of his time. Look at the quarterbacks we have now that do the same thing. Patrick Mahomes throwing with his left hand, improvising, doing this, doing that. Was he the most accurate throwing quarterback? No, but he had heart. He had integrity. And I know I'm talking about football side of it, but that's why I love the guy. He had heart. He had passion. He had emotion. Nothing that I would know about. I don't have a lot of kind of, yeah, right. But no, he had the energy, the passion to drive the emotion, which I loved. I loved it. He get on the side, let's go. Love it. Absolutely love it. Congratulations to Tim Tebow, his wife, Demi Lee. You guys are going to be a great family. I know he's not watching the show. He's got better things to do, but I just thought I'd throw it out there anyways.
Yeah,
was that
we'll
not yet? Yeah, maybe not yet.
We'll get him on this show. No, hey, congratulations. Welcome to fatherhood, Tim Tebow. You want to know something, Medungus? That's all I got to say.
Medungus says, should I play it? Should I play it or not?
No.
Should I play it or not?
No, that's not this show. Come on.
Okay, you got it. All right. Medungus, Medungus, if a south-facing driveway, the snow will melt. North-facing driveway turns to ice. Okay, I'll leave that up to the people who live in the snow that we don't, although it's been raining all day and it's been raining this whole week. But other than that, we don't get too much ice or snow. The only ice I get is when I go to the freezer or I go to the store to get it. That's about the only ice I get. Snow, that comes in a snow cone. Last time I checked. But hey, other than that, I just appreciate each and every one of you guys in the chat. We're going to go down it real quick. Spence, I know you got to go. Big E Bronco, thank you so much. David Yonkin, Bobby, Robert Marino, my nephew, Rudy Torres, Medungus Creevy. Continue. Yeah, that guy. Jack Canna, continuing on down. You guys have just been fantastic in the chat. Really do appreciate it. Like always, still going down. I don't see anybody else new. Oh, I did miss. I missed the one that you had.
My cousin Britton.
Yes, Britton. Yes, right. I'll pull it back up real quick so I don't. Where is it? Okay, you gotta go to the top.
532.
Let's see. I don't see it.
At 532.
Where's 532 at? How you see that? Oh, 532. Oh, got it.
I think this is Britain. If it's not, then text me, whoever it is. But I think it's
31, 32, right there. There you go. Thought I'd bring it back up just because it was a one-time shot and just didn't want to miss it. Continuing on down. Oh, Victory. Victory Lap, thank you so much for being in the chat. Really do appreciate it. Continue on down. Don't want to miss anybody. Oh, we got come on, Christy Pacheco, my co-worker from the golf course. Clayton Huron, thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. As always, you guys are the best, man. I'm telling you, you guys are the best. I'm going down here rather quickly so we can make sure you don't go back in the doghouse.
I come on. I live in the doghouse. We just built it in the backyard. That's where, when it's bedtime, I take one step out the window and my wife gives me a nice kick in the backside and get in the doghouse.
Exactly. That's the way it works, man.
When you get one of these on your fingers, it comes with the doghouse.
I know. I've been there a couple times. Not recently. Not recently, thank goodness.
But honey, I still love you to death.
That hurt. Knock on wood, man. That wood's a lot softer up here than I thought it was. That's a lot softer. It's because I ain't got no freaking hair when I hit right here. Anyways, all right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. KONA Spence, always fun, always a great show. Thank you so much, as always, for being the co-host. Guys, we have shows all across the I was going to say all across this country what we do, but all across MHRT network, Monday through Friday. What's that?
Just here.
Oh, just here. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Monday through Friday. Check out any show you want. We really do appreciate you coming back here next Friday, the 21st of March. Golly, I can't believe we're halfway through already. This is the 14th. But anyways, guys, enjoy your weekend, whatever you may do. Stay safe, stay sound, and we will catch you next Friday, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Until then, Coney Island. Anyways, Spence, say goodbye. We are out of here.
Goodbye. We're out of here.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Tempo's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast's racking up the flame out.